Chairman, we have quorum.
It is 5 o'clock. I am now calling the meeting of GBIC today, December 14, to order.
Roll call. Chairman Anker Jensen,
Here.
Vice Chairman Dr. Joe Hinojosa,
Here.
Treasurer Gerardo Gonzalez,
Present.
Secretary Liliana Elizondo, Board Member Frank Orozco Jr.,
Here.
Board Member Anna O'Quinn, Board Member Benjamin Peña.
Here.
And for the record, Board Member Anna O'Quinn is excused and Liliana Elizondo is running late. Next item, public comment period, and there were no public comments, Chairman, registered. Next item, consent agenda items. Consideration and action, if any, on the following items. A, approval of the minutes of special workshop and regular board meetings, regular meeting November 30th, 2023. And item B, approval regarding the payment of vendor services invoice to the Greater Bronzeville Incentives Corporation GBIC for the month of November 2023.
Any questions on the meetings? Minutes of meetings? November 30.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
We have a motion. Do I have a second?
I second.
We have a motion and a second of approving the November 30, 2023 meeting. All those in favor, any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
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 All those not in favor say nay. Okay, the ayes have the motion approved.
Next item, Executive Director Report, Business Recruitment and Community Events.
I think we need to also approve the payment of,
Oh, I'm sorry, yes, the claims.
and I'll make a motion to approve payment of vendor services invoice for November 2023.
I second.
What,
It's the,
I didn't get it. Oh, payment of vendors. Okay, payment of vendors, we have a motion to approve. We have a second and a second. All those in favor say aye. All those not in favor say nay. The ayes have it and the motion is approved.
Thank you. Next item, Executive Director Report, Business Recruitment and Community Events, Workforce and Business Development Outreach, Business Retention and Expansion Efforts, and GBIC Events and Partnerships. And the first presentation is by Jerry Briones.
Yes, hello. Good afternoon. So it was a short couple of weeks from the last meeting to today. We had a total of 4 RFIs from the state of Texas. We were unable to respond to any of them. We had a couple of project inquiries from some brokers and some real estate agents on some pieces of land. Next slide, please.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Could you just go back? You say request for information received 4
Yes, sir.
and request for information responded to is 0.
Yes, sir. Basically because what they were looking for, we probably didn't have, and we didn't, which was large pieces of acreage or buildings that were over 100,000 square feet. So we didn't have.
Probably you can be a little bit more specific. What were they looking for?
One was a energy that we actually referred over to the port because it had to do with chemical compounds. And it had to do also with rocket fuel. So because of that, we are not allowing any smokestacks in our park. Besides, it wouldn't have been ready because they were looking like to start like third quarter of 2024. So that was a no-go, and the port said they were unable to supply as well. The others had to do with just looking for some parking areas, some warehousing, some hydrogen projects that we also referred to the port as well. So it wasn't anything that was within our realm that we currently are looking for.
Okay, so we refer to the board. we
Yes, sir.
refer
Yes, sir.
to
Whenever
somebody.
we get something that if it doesn't fit us and it fits one of our other partners, we make that referral, whether it's the airport or whether it's the Port of Brownsville.
Okay, thank you.
Yes,
And
sir.
eventually, Chairman, if I may, we'll also be able to refer some of these items to the county now that they've hired an economic development director
Right.
who may have the ability to move them a little bit further away from city limits into a more rural area that might work for them. So that'll be our next resource as well.
And actually, to expand on that a little bit, I did that today. There was a wind farm that was looking for 7,000 acres, and I referred it over to Willacy County.
Just out of curiosity,
Yes, sir.
this is like a blast from the
Yes, sir.
Texas, right?
Yeah,
Not-
it's-
Not specifically.
No. It goes to, and the instructions are if you don't have it, don't even respond.
Don't respond.
Yeah.
Okay, Jerry, what's the difference between a request for information and project inquiries?
Project inquiries, well, the Texas RFIs are from the state governor's office. The project inquiries may be a real estate agent that is looking, they have their own specific land use or they have a specific project that they're working on. They'll, hey, you know what, I'm looking for this. I think one was, he had 3 different projects. And even he knew that we didn't have what he was looking for, but he just wanted to kind of let us know that if something opened up, to give him a call. He was looking for like 3 acres, 5 acres, and then 20 acres. But the projects were what I call kaboom projects because they were chemical or they had something to do with some kind of chemical reactions that,
Hazardous
yeah,
materials.
they caused
Another
adverse.
question, Jerry, but when these inquiries are, in general, are they just looking for land or are they looking for something ready to move into?
No, in general, most of them are in general. That's why I really don't put like, you know, this is something concrete or whatever. Although in last month's report, I included one where I signed an NDA and actually Brett signed the NDA today. That was a little bit more specific, but they haven't come back with any information on that one.
And I would also like to remind the board that as we start our marketing efforts come next year, we're going to receive a lot of project inquiries, but a lot of them are going to be based on speculation. And those are things that we are not going to, at the larger park, work with. As we've talked about several times, we want to make sure that we have viable projects that approve, not only from your level, but approve and upgrade the skill set and the skill level and the intellectual level of the employee for the citizens here in Brownsville.
Right.
So next year, you'll hear us probably say we've had 12 inquiries, whatever, but those are going to be a lot of spec people that are coming out of the woodwork after we announce that we're moving dirt on the project.
Okay, thank you. Okay, go on, Jerry.
Okay. Excellent. And as far as conferences and meetings, we purposely didn't do a lot of travel this month because we knew it was going to be short months. We were going to be tied in. So I attended SpaceX post-launch. Brett and I both attended. It was really very informative. Ms. Catherine Luters, and I don't know if I said that right or not, but she gave a great presentation of what SpaceX is doing, some of the things that they're working on. It was very well attended, and that was the Convention and Visitor Bureaus was the one who hosted that event. And then yesterday, Ms. Joanna and I attended a Perkins 5 stakeholders meeting at TSTC. That's about kind of what's coming up, and TSTC wants to hear from stakeholders as far as what kind of trainings they need to look forward in the future, what they need to work on as far as outreach, what kind of inquiries are we getting from our local companies, and then how we work together. So that was a very formative event. And then the rest, my normal routine outreach, prospect hunting.
Jerry, in that meeting, TSCC versus stakeholders, who were the stakeholders that attended?
That was EDOs, economic developments, and it was from all Cameron County. We had Rio Hondo there, we had Westlaco there, we had a lot of different communities that were there. I was a little disappointed that there wasn't more economic development organizations because I think that kind of gives them a little bit bigger, realm of where to choose what kind of trainings are coming across. But at least we were there and we were able to input what's coming to Brownsville.
In these meetings, are we actually getting the industry to come as well, so we know what they need? Or are we just doing economic development entities?
No. I mean, and I'm sorry, can you?
With these meetings, you're talking to stakeholders. To me, that's the industry that need the people.
Right.
Are we?
Yeah, there was companies there. Yes, sir. There's different companies there mostly from the Harlingen area. We didn't have a lot of people from Brownsville, but they did send out a big blast, but they just didn't get the attendance they were hoping for. But we were able to at least be able to represent our area and what we know that's coming down the pipes, welders, pipe fitters, engineers, technicians. We were very big on technicians, cybersecurity, some of the areas that we see that we need in our area.
Okay, thank you.
That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Briones. Next is Carla de la Riva.
Good afternoon, board members. So earlier last week, I attended the 26th annual Texas Workforce Commission conference. And of course, the purpose of that is to learn about the new workforce trends, learn about the legislative updates, as well as the new grants, and of course, some of the rules and regulations that change every year with the grants, and of course, to nurture our partnerships and collaborations, not only at the state level, but also regional and local level. Next slide. Also, earlier this week, I had the opportunity to meet with Commissioner representing employer Joe Esparza. He's the new sitting commission at Texas Workforce. And of course, I met with him to introduce him about GBIC and of course, City of Brownsville and the great partnership, the great ongoing partnership that we have with Texas Workforce Commission. As you know, the Commissioner representing Employers Office supports Rally in the Valley. So of course, we wanted to talk about the partnership and how we're looking forward to expand that event in the upcoming year. And of course, workforce projects that we have in the pipeline. Also, while I was in Austin, I had the opportunity to meet with TWC Commissioner representing employees. And some of the initiatives that we have with him, we have Inquieta, which is the event that we host every year, and of course in partnership with them and Workforce Solutions Camera to support minorities and of course women empowerment, and of course teach them about what's the new trends are in the workforce, works, jobs in the industry, and of course services and incentives available for them. And of course we'll be working in a project coming up soon, and of course I wanted to give you an update about that.
Just go back.
Yes.
Could you give us a summarizing update of the GBIC workforce projects? Because I'm not sure what we got.
Absolutely. So definitely we are working with our, community colleges, with skills development fund, high demand job training. So of course, we want to give them an update about the different grants that we have on the pipeline that we're going to go ahead and present soon to you, of course, and then send it to Workforce Solutions, Texas Workforce Commission for funding, right? And of course, some of the upcoming events that we have worked with them in the past, like Rally in the Valley and Inquieta, Women Maximizing Their Impact. Any other questions?
I'm good.
Good, awesome, perfect. Also, we had the opportunity to meet with one of our industry partners, and we did a rapid response event for them. And of course, we connected 68 employees working in that company. And of course, we provide them information about workforce resources, WIOA, and of course, training available. Next slide. And then finally, we had the opportunity to work very closely with the CTE program. We are supporting them in creating 4 PTEC programs. And that, of course, will cover cybersecurity, engineering, and pipe fitting, as well as welding. And this picture right here, you can see one of our industry partners, Fisher Dynamics, who will be participating and will be sponsoring the welding PTEC program. And of course, when we do this kind of partnerships, is with the purpose to introduce the students to different industry partners that can offer them a job in the future, of course, help them with training, and of course, help them with guidance in the specific field that they're studying. And all of these jobs are within the industry, So
I assume that the 4 PTEC programs are cybersecurity, engineering, pipe fitting, and welding.
Yes. So for each of the programs, we have a different partner. Example, for the cybersecurity program, with the city will be partnering up with the CT department and of course create that program. And I know for engineering, they're looking into Bechtel and Next Decade to partnering up with them. Any other questions? Perfect.
Any questions?
And of course, finally, some of the other workforce activities is I went with Giovanna to do some workforce and BRE visits. Of course, attended a couple of ceremonies, groundbreaking, and attending the meeting for the Pilot Leadership Streaming Committee meeting with Workforce Solutions. As you know, we work very closely with them and we support them when they request grants and of course, anything that is related to workforce. So I participated in some of those meetings. Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank
Very
you,
good.
Ms. De
Thank
La
you.
Riva. Next is Giovanna Rangel.
Good afternoon, board members. So in December, well, these past 2 weeks, I did a couple visits to just wish, all of our partners happy holidays and take them a little swag. We took them some shirts. I visited Greyhound with Jerry and we saw some great growth there. They have finally finished their bus wash station, which is the one you can see on that picture. I remember when I first started here and I visited them, they had nothing. And they were struggling with that specific, washing the bus whenever they were done with the route. So it was very exciting to see that transformation and as well as their paint shop. They are about 80% done with their paint shop. So they're going to be hiring a couple of employees to fill those positions. So lots of growth going at Greyhound. I also stopped at Standard Mold USA.
Let's go back to Greyhound.
Yes.
How are they doing? Because I remember when we first set them up out there and helped them get going. Are they actually repairing any buses now or are they?
Yes, no, they actually had about 6 buses in the repair shop. And they had another probably, I would say 8 buses ready to go. They were already washed. They were, all of the repairs were done. And so they were just ready for the next shift basically. But they are definitely using the shop to repair these buses. So they're up and running and they have more employees coming, more, bus people coming as well. So.
Did we?
Buses.
Do we have a support with them for training, Greyhound?
I'm so sorry?
Do we have a program with them, Greyhound? I thought we did. A program for training or no?
So we're working with them to, we actually introduce them to adult continuing education. And then of course, they're gonna try to do a program for CDL drivers. So that's still, in the works, but that's some of the things that we're doing when it comes to the training with Greyhound.
Because I seem to remember when they started, they came to us, they wanted mechanics. They wanted basically diesel mechanics and stuff like that and painters and stuff. So, okay.
Yeah, we actually engaged with them and then took a community college to meet with them. So that way they can offer more information about, how they can create a curriculum. And of course, the assistance to get funding from the state. So we're currently working in creating a curriculum for them. And also on top of that, we introduce them to the adult continuing education because, they want to create also and develop more CDL drivers. And the people that are graduating from the adult continuing education, connect them with a possible job with them.
Yeah, it's good. I like it because something actually works. They're doing a good job. Thank you.
They also mentioned that they have about 100 buses that they're expecting to buy in the next year or so. So they're going to continue to grow and they're going to continue to hire more people to increase that productivity there. So that's exciting.
To your comment, Chairman, there is a project.
I'm so sorry, I cannot hear you.
There is Project Cook, that's the Greyhound, and there is an incentive there. There still have paid to date is 256,000, was approved 331,000, and it's spending 75,000. So there is some.
Yeah,
Yes.
Thank you. No, it's a good project, absolutely.
And we are currently working on receiving the documentation so that we're able to incentivize them with the remaining money. So next slide, please. And just a couple things that I did. I was a part of the Blue Wave new location on 802 ribbon cutting as part of the Bienvenidos Committee. We also attended the UTRGB's holiday mixer, so the team attended as a whole. But Marlene and I and Jerry were the only ones that took a picture, so that was nice to attend. Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Rangel. So I'd like to thank everyone, first of all, for attending, whoever was able to attend our Christmas Appreciation Mixer. It was held on December 1st. We had over about 70 guests, and we had a lot of attendees donate gently used clothing for our upcoming Rally in the Valley. So we were super excited about those guests who gave us the clothing, and also we had a lot of fun just getting to know each other and spending time together. We had awards for some of our local industry partners. One of the awards pictured here is with Danny Mares. He is from BPUB. So we gave him and Jenica Russell, who was not in attendance, the Above and Beyond Award. And we also gave awards to the BISD CTE and Adult Continuing Education Program for their customer service partnerships, their continuing efforts to be able to help our students and help the community with the efforts that all of those organizations do together. And as you can see, the picture off to the side was from Eleazar's drone, and it was amazing to be able to have that available and take the photo as a group. The next slide shows everyone just having fun. We had a string quartet. We, arranged the house, cleaned it up, and made some great TLC decisions there to have it upgraded and cleaned up and nicely dressed for the occasion. Next year will be bigger and better, and so I hope that we can be able to collaborate together with other entities and be able to have that special occasion again. And on December 4th, I was able to attend my winter graduation at the Texas State Capitol. There was 37 students who graduated, and I was one of them. The picture above, you see my professor, John Milford. He has been a great a great mentor, to be able to guide me through the process of graduating. I graduated with some of the people from Mission, South Padre Island, Weslaco, Elsa. And so the class is very unique because it's leaders across the valley, and we get to know each other. So the networking opportunities are amazing, but you also get to learn what they do and what you do and kind of get your ideas together. So I was grateful for the opportunity that Mr. Gardella gave me to go up there, and also the support throughout these few years that I've been doing this program, your support, and also this previous CEOs who have, helped me get through this program. So thank you very much for that.
I'm sure that I speak for everybody when we say congratulations. I'm sure I speak for the whole board. Good job.
Thank you. And well, my visit wasn't just one. I actually roamed around the Texas State Capitol just looking at everything. And I also had a meeting with Aaron Demerson, the previous commissioner for Texas State. We discussed membership opportunities, collaborations with TX EDC, and future events in the RGV. So he's going to have a meeting with Mr. Gardella soon to be able to discuss how we can work together and be able to continue our partnerships and future collaborations here in the Valley. He has always been a cheerleader for Rally in the Valley and has worked very closely with our entity. And so we're excited to continue those partnerships. Any questions? Thank you. Next item, discussion, consideration, and acknowledgement of GBIC Financials and Quarterly Investment Report. And the report is going to be by Rafael Garcia.
Good afternoon, Board. I'm here to present the financial statements for the month of November. The first page on the slide, we're showing the revenues and the expenses for the month or through November. We had $573,000 in collections of sales tax, $202,000 in interest earned from the investments accounts and accounts at PNC Bank, $11,000 collected from scholarships, and $200 in miscellaneous income. On the expenses, we had 226,851 in the general operating expenses, general administrative expenses, the landscaping, and the administrative fee for the city of Brownsville. And 122,938 we have under the strategic initiatives, which is on the industrial park, which is by the Port of Brownsville. We go to the second slide. Second slide, which is having a sales tax collections comparison. In October of fiscal year 2023, we had 557,975. This October for fiscal year 2024, we've collected 573 for the month of October, which is an increase of $15,000, a 2.7 increase. The third slide, we do have a sales tax history graph. We don't have the actuals for this fiscal year yet because we're only reporting 1 month worth, which is a 557,000.
When you look at the last one, the green, how many months of this year is that?
Pardon?
How many months of this year is that? We still got to add 3 months of income.
We still need to add 3, correct. This is only 1 month because the sales tax, we don't get them until like 45 days after the month. So the 573 that we're showing this reporting today is actually for October. We barely received it in November. So we should be receiving in January, we should be receiving the amount for the month of November.
So we're on track to go over last year's income.
Correct. That's what we're looking at. But then it can vary depending on the months.
What was, the launch was in November, right? So next month is when we'll presumably see if there was an impact.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's what I'm looking.
Okay.
Yeah, for Christmas.
And then on the following slide, the last slide, we have an analysis of the fund balances. We do have 23,772,996 in fund balance, whereas 4,331,500 is designated to those incentive programs that was approved.
On the, we got a total of 23 million, almost 24 million. How much of that is actually invested to generate an income?
Invested to what?
Is in investments.
On the investments?
Yeah, the investment, because we got
Right.
almost 24 million in the bank. And I want to know how much of that is actually generating income with investments.
Basically, we have 23 million in basically the same amount in the investments. It was included in your package in the other financials.
Always. Okay, I'm looking at this. Okay. Thank you, sorry, my mistake.
Who is the investment officer designate for the public funds investment act?
I don't know the answer this time, but I can get it for you. I can find out who the investment officer is.
Is it within GBIC or within the city?
GBIC has its investments, but it's with the funds where the city has them all. So it's under the cities also. Basically, city has everything under tax pool and Texas class. And everything included, GBICs and BCICs, all those other accounts are included.
The certification is done quarterly?
Huh?
There's a certification that is required to be done, and that's done quarterly, I guess?
I believe so, yes.
If there are no questions, we do need a motion.
I make the motion to accept.
To acknowledge, just to acknowledge the financials.
Yeah.
Second.
Thank you.
Second.
I made the motion.
Second.
Second, any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Garcia. Next item, executive session. Closed session pursuant to Texas Government Codes 551.071, 551.072, and 551.087, all related to Project Razor. 551.071 related to North Bronzeville industrial compliance matters. 551.071, 551.072, and 551.087 related to Project Industrial. 551.071 related to bylaws and fiscally duties. 551.071 and 551.074, all related to Executive Director and CEO. And we do need a motion to move into executive session, Chairman.
Make the motion.
We need a second. We got a motion and a second to go to close this meeting, go to executive session. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. We're moving to executive session.
Thank you.
There's a lot of interesting things about 100,000. Our expense, right, running this deal.
Is there a motion to reconvene?
I make a motion to reconvene.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We're back into open session.
I will make a motion to proceed as discussed in executive session.
Is there a second?
Is that for 1.1?
Or 1.1, yes.
Okay. 1.1 would be also approving resolution number 2023-10.
Yes.
Okay.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Please have it. Okay, before I entertain a motion for adjournment, I want to,
I'm sorry, 1.2, there was no action.
oh,
1.3,
I make a motion to proceed as discussed in executive session and authorize Brett Gardella to sign
the necessary
the
documents.
necessary documents.
Okay.
Second. Is there a second? Second. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Okay.
Is there-
Great. 1.4, no action, and then 1.5, no action.
Okay. Now, before I entertain a motion for adjournment, I just want to say on behalf of the GBIC board, I want to wish the GBIC staff happy holidays and see you next year, all safe and sound. Is there a motion to adjourn? So moved. All in favor? Aye.
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 Adjourn at 7:30.
Thank you, and likewise, we hope you have a happy holiday season.